Guys, I'm Coach Anne-Marie Sacarato here at DeRue Strong Performance in Deerfield Beach, Florida. I'm also strength conditioning coach for Team Gaspari and Gaspari Tactical Team. Here today I got some of my teammates. I'm going to put them through a tactical training workout, so let's get after it. So I'm going to take these guys through more of a GPP style workout today. Okay, so we're going to start out with some belt marching. We're going to get some blood flow in the legs. It's also great to build up muscular endurance, core activation. Along with the fact that this belt when it's on you, it actually provides some traction for your hips and your spine, creates a release in your body. So we're gonna get started with this first. All right, so we got John up first. What we're gonna do is take it through 60 steps, okay, each leg. The bands on there for tension, so John's gonna be feeling the bands pulling him down as he has to drive force up against it, and building up that muscular endurance, building up some patterning in his body, getting him ready to go. So go ahead, 60 steps. We want to make sure that the feet are staying wide, not falling in together. Make sure that we're staying in our muscle, not in structure. Okay, meaning the muscles are firing, activating his glutes, getting his heart rate up. Come on, baby, push that. John is actually just coming off of shoulder surgery, so give him a... So we want to stay off his upper body. That's more why we're playing around with lower body work today, just to be smart, right? But we want to build that up. So John's also getting real tactical with us today with the kit on top of him, which is going to add another 22 pounds with the mags and the kit that he has on, so added weight onto his body weight on top of the band resistance that he's working through, and make it actually more practical to what you'd be feeling on the field when you're out serving. You got to get on your knees. All right, Joseph. Okay, nice. Look, arm swing, right? Pulling that leg up. All right. Let's take it to 60 seconds. Go for one solid minute with you. Let's do it. All right, so we made life a little harder for Joseph. We add another band on there, increasing in his tension, his intensity. John's been out because of surgery, so let him come in a little easier, a little lighter. We're gonna increase the intensity for this guy right here. He's about 30 seconds in. We're gonna take it to 1 minute, okay, 60 seconds. Should equate to about 60 steps each. All right, we're feeling good. There we go. So we're also working on core integrity, right? We're working on that anti-lateral flexion, anti-rotation of the body, okay, creating more stabilization through his movement. All right, when the core is strong, your body becomes that much stronger. Kinetic chain is strong, the body becomes that much stronger overall. We're staying out of our structure. Now he's picking up the pace. He's feeling good, so we're gonna push him over that minute. He's feeling it. And relax. So that's the thing, we can increase the speed, get the heart rate up, get a little more anaerobic capacity out of him, get more core integration, more muscle activation, that glute, slow it down, get the glute really learning how to fire, get that abdominal wall, core of your body really learning how to fire and integrate together.
As the reps progressed, my body started to adjust and adapt to what was going on with the stimulus that was going on with my body. And I obviously adapted. I was able to pick up the pace and ride it out.
Adapt and overcome. Dan's going to take it to the next level of functional performance for a tactical athlete. Working with that AR, working on his stabilization, keeping that alignment. Keeping his eyes on the sight on target. Feet a little wider. Working on controlling his breathing. Obviously your breathing is vital, not only for strength conditioning, vital getting that shot off and keeping accuracy, being able to control your breath, being able to control the adrenaline going through you. Right, all these concepts we want to think about when we're working with a tactical athlete, all the variables that they're going to be dealing with in the circumstances that they deal with every day, serving and protecting. Go grab it. We're gonna go for about 20 seconds more. Change. Coming up on 15, let's go. Three, two, that's time. So what we want to do, we want to create a solid base for the athletes that we're working with, first and foremost, but keep it as practical to the applications and the variables they're going to be dealing with in what they do every day on their job.
A huge aspect of what I was focusing on there is making sure I'm keeping my breathing under control. And as far as my visual targeting, trying to keep the red dot on the rifle and the aiming point on my actual target. So in this case, picking a target beyond the actual window there to try and keep the red dot aligned on, and then switching shoulders, trying to find an angle when I'm stepping to that side to actually align the shot. And it's super difficult, especially once your heart rate gets up.
Absolutely.
I could count the errors up all night.
Absolutely.
Once the fatigue sets in, so it's a huge aspect of it that I definitely want to tap into as I continue to train this way.
For sure. That's one of the key elements, you know, when guys are out on the job, heart rate's up, they're running upstairs, running after the suspect, and, you know, adrenaline's going up, and you have to be able to control your breathing. You have to be able to be as precise and calm through the chaos as possible. So you want to be able to train under those conditions so that when it comes down to it, you're ready to go, your body understands what it needs to do. It's already assimilated to the conditions it has to deal with.
The whole purpose of understanding how to control your breath, especially in a tactical situation, is trigger control. So when you have your sight picture sight alignment and you're focusing on your target, you're breathing up and down. The idea is to control your breath and then slow trigger pull. And by being able to continue to control both at the same time will get you more accurate.
All right, guys, so now we're going to take it over to the landmines, okay? We have the, all right, so now we're going to take it over to doing some work with the landmines. We're going to keep it based on some pull work where your glutes are active. So now we're going to take that whole posterior chain. We're going to grip onto both. Okay, we're going to spread the floor, drive our heels into the ground. We're going to create tension through the body. I want to create strong explosive pull, strong hip drive. I'm going to press right back down to the floor. Pull, drive. Pull, drive. We're going to get 8 reps there. Okay, we're going to go through 8 times on that complex. Single pull, single drive through. Okay, so John's gonna lock in, gonna go into a row, and it's that deadlift. So he's coming through, he's not arching his back, he's driving his hips through, create force production, locking down the abdominal wall. So, very important for John, he's coming off of shoulder surgery, that we're increasing demand and strength on his posterior chain, keeping him one nice and close to his body. Okay, arms nice and close so we're not creating any adverse stress or tension on the shoulder, pulling it out and away. What do you say? So we're keeping his arms on that row, nice close to his body, so we're putting some more stress on his posterior, no stress onto the joint itself. Most athletes, for athletes in general, you want to create a really strong posterior chain. You're going to tell somebody's a strong athlete, an elite athlete, because you're going to see they have strong glutes, strong back, strong lats, strong triceps. So we really want to focus on that. This guy, you can see he's pretty much built like that anyway. There's not much, not much you got to do. But in terms of his shoulder rehab, yeah, we want to create as much strength around that shoulder joint as possible for him, getting his lats really fired up, his glutes fired up. We'll make sure to come up, but we're taking that glute, driving the hips through, and we're closing down that rib cage. The abdominal wall is braced. There we go. Good. There we go. So watch that back, watch that flexion in that back. Okay, keep that back. So the power output's going up. Make sure we're not rounding. Make sure you create that brace. Spread the floor, get your glutes active. Tension on the bars, tension on my lats. Create that pull. I want to have a solid line when I come through. Okay, good. One, good. Make sure you're keeping those. So we want to grab the floor. Ball your foot, heel your foot, outside your foot. Want to maintain contact with the floor, not only on the row and on the deadlift portion of this, but in your squat, in your deadlift. We want to create ground force. We want to create torque. Right? So we want to think about everything that we're doing. We're pulling. We're not just pushing the floor down. We're pulling the floor apart. We're creating that rotation through our hips, through our femurs. We're creating that torque to create that firepower to drive with. That's essential for force production. Okay. So we're going to take it some K carries. Carrying is essential for human performance, athletic performance, but especially in a tactical realm. And again, we're working on recruitment from that whole posterior chain, so we're getting a lot of recruitment, pulling through the floor, hamstring, glutes, which we want to create for acceleration, force production, right? So take the keg. Okay, we already got lats are warmed up, ready to go. Glutes are warmed up, ready to go. So now we're going to put everything into play. We're going to grab in. We're going to lock down. Maintain that stabilization. Okay, working on anti-rotation of the body, working on ground force, keeping that body nice and strong. Right, we want to be stacked. When we're stacked, we're strong. We don't want to be hanging down. So any type of farmer carry variation is very good for that, very beneficial for that. We're also working on grip strength. Absolutely essential for firearms and for tactical training in general, right? Also, your grip is kind of the light switch for your body. The stronger your grip is, the stronger your body becomes as a whole. We use farmer carry variations and a lot of sled drag variations, sled walks in GPP, again for the same basis of building up muscular endurance through the body, building up patterning through the body for where we're going to go as we start to increase in intensity through the different phases of training. So again for John, coming off shoulder surgery again, working on that posterior chain, creating that activation, core staying nice and stable, walking, driving up the floor, get hamstring and glutes involved. Okay, carries are also great for a tactical population because you have firefighters that are working with vests, the tank carrying another 75 pounds of gear. You have military SWAT personnel working with full kits on that can range up 25, 50, 100 pounds more gear that are on them at all times. So they need to be able to be efficient and effective in their execution with weight added on top of them. So this is a great replication to bring into the training programming for them. Come on, baby. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Stand strong, stand strong.
One step at a time, one step at a time. Go on, Joseph. Easy work.
Oh, hell yeah.
Easy work. Go. Showing off now.
Let's go, baby. Come on.
All day, all day, all day. And stop. Come on now. Prove it.
Watch step. So, all right, so we've been focusing a lot on lower body activation, right? And posterior chain. So now let's get some power output with upper body and some press work, which obviously is extremely important when we talk about tactical situations, being able to push off. So we're gonna take a landmine. Okay. We're gonna load, we're gonna say we go into the power position, we're gonna dip our hips in. Okay, so now my glutes are loaded, be able to drive out. I'm gonna explode and push away. I'm gonna come back down, load, push, push. So we're gonna go explosive push press variation. We have the blessing of having 2 landmines here, so we're gonna take advantage of that and use both landmines and create that force production to press outward. Rest. I just said that. You know, we're gonna go in, sets of 3. Okay, so we're gonna hit 3 for power, switch out. We'll go 6 sets of 3 reps between Dan and Joseph. Let's go get it. Good. Bring it down. 3 reps. 3 reps. Step back. So actually working with the landmine is one of my favorite tools to utilize, not just with my tactical athletes, but with my MMA fighters, my boxers. Boxing or punching, we're ending up in that position that John is working through right now. Also for force production and intent. We're creating force production going forward, not necessarily all the time going vertically. So we talk about Olympic lifts, which are great, right? Snatch and clean. Utilize with the landmine, it's much easier to teach and to coach through with the athletes, and it creates a greater, and it makes more sense to the realm of the force vectors that are actually going to be applied in tactical and combat situations. Good, relax. He's gonna set up, he's gonna go through 1 row variation. He's gonna clean, he's loaded, and now he can press back out. Good, rest. We'll do 3 off the other side. Awesome. Great. Rest. Yep. Okay. Press. You got it. Excellent. Good job. Awesome. Rest. Cool. Guys maybe seen this in some strongman competitions. Now this yoke is about 315 pounds. Gonna carry it on the back. We're gonna take it down the distance, so 20 yards down, 20 yards back. And we're gonna hit 10 reps or 10 laps each, so that's 20-20. Stay locked. Well, very essential, we talked about before, staying stacked. When you're stacked, your body is strongest. This is really going to focus on the integrity of the core of the body while under fatigue and duress. Even more importantly now, this is really challenging your fortitude. Fortitude to finish strong, fortitude through the fire. What you're going to need. Let's go, Dan.
There it is. Breathe.
Okay, it's essential in here too. Keeping those lats locked nice and tight. Press the floor down with each step. Core staying braced. Breathing under control. Mindset over everything else.
Good work. Easy work.
Right to the end. Finish strong. Finish tall. Good. And we're locked. That's a wrap.